After a very challenging 3 days riding through death-defying roads, we finally reached paradise. Is this India's most overlooked hill station? Namaste dosto, welcome to Bhaderwah. This is a small mountain town in Jammu and Kashmir. Actually, it's more than a mountain town. This is like a small hill station inside a valley covered with snow-capped mountains, multiple snow-capped mountains, and just forest everywhere. It's just stunning. It's actually known as Chota Kashmir, but there's nothing Chota about this place. This is Bada, this is Sunda, it's stunning. I feel like I'm in heaven here. So we're gonna explore Bhaderwah today. We're gonna take you all around and you can decide for yourself, should you visit Bhaderwah? I think the answer is going to be pretty easy. And 2 tips before we start. 1, look at my face, it's all red, the back of my neck's red, my hands are red. The higher you get up into the mountains, the harsher the sun is. So yeah, even if you're an Indian, you will get sunburnt, so do wear sunblock here in the mountains. And my second point before we go and explore Bhaderwah, don't stay at this hotel that we did. This is the best, quote, best hotel in Bhaderwah, and it's got the most incredible location. So do travel up to this hotel and get the view, and they've got a beautiful landscape garden down here, flowers and all. But don't stay here, okay? We're moving today to a smaller guest house, which should be just all around better than this place. See, the thing is, these government hotels always have the best locations because they're able to get the best locations, but they always have the worst service and the worst cleanliness. So yeah, avoid this place. Now here's my bike. We traveled to Bhaderwah. I came from Delhi, through Basoli to Sarthal, and then we ended up here yesterday. And so that is a great route. It's a very adventurous route that you could take rather than going the Jammu and Patni top route. They're building a road there now, and yeah, as soon as that road's built, it's going to be very easy for cars to get here through that route. We took motorcycles, like I said, so yeah, we were able to get through the mud, the slush, and the water crossings. I already met someone from Delhi who lives right next door to me who's ended up here as well. So people are already coming to Bhaderwah, and I feel like it's an up-and-coming travel destination. Let's go and check out what Bhaderwah has to offer and whether or not you should visit here. And here we are at our new hotel, Vasuki Inn, and it's quite an auspicious hotel because we've got a temple here and we've got a temple on the other side too. So here's the nice hotel that we found. Look at that view out there. This whole valley is just stunning, ain't it? Let me show you what you can actually get for just 1,200 rupees. Okay, this place is strictly vegetarian. Yeah, you can't bring meat in here. And so this is just 1,200 rupees. We've got a bathroom in there. The bathroom's very clean. And we've got our balcony out here as well. And look what we can see from the balcony. Beautiful, isn't it? In the heart of Bhaderwah lies the enchanting Vasuki Naag Maharaj temple. It's impressively made of wood and dedicated to Vasuki Naag, the king of serpents. You know the snake you see coiled around Lord Shiva's neck? That's Vasuki, and this is where people come to worship him.
Today I didn't actually go into the temples myself, Arun went inside and filmed instead. I made this decision because later in the video I'll be trying some of the local meat dishes. Meat consumption conflicts with the purity and sanctity of Hindu temples, so it's respectful not to enter temples if you've eaten meat that day. Nestled alongside the Nehru River stands the Gupt Ganga temple, dedicated to Lord Shiva. Legends whisper that during their exile, the Pandavas sought solace here, leaving behind a mark too, a footprint etched in stone, a silent testament to their time spent in these sacred surroundings. Jai Bholenath.
Look at the boys swimming outside the temple in this beautiful clear water. And I could tell this place is pure because I get crazy allergies when the flowers are blooming and when the air is super clean. Like I get it all summer long in New Zealand, but in India I only get it in the cleanest parts where the air is so clean. And I'm getting it here in Bhadarkali. I never get it in Delhi, for example. That's how I know this place is so pure and so clean. And oh my God, I love it here. Just hear the sound of that water for a second. It's mesmerizing. It's peaceful. There's one thing here in Bhaderwah which they're becoming very famous for. It's called the Purple Revolution, and it's lavender production. The idea came in 2010, and since then 1,200 farmers are now planting lavender. There's 200 acres of it around the place, and there's a bunch of oil distilleries which are turning that lavender into oil and they're reselling it. And the good news story is farmers have moved away from those traditional crops like corn and other grains, and they're earning way more money having planted this lavender. So it's a great story for Indian farmers. And now there's a festival here every year called the Lavender Festival. So you can come in June and you can go out to these kind of remote parts where the farmers are, where they're growing their lavender. So yeah, Bhaderwah, the home of lavender and the home of the Purple Revolution here in India. All right, it's time to try some local food here at Khan Wazwan. And I am going to cover vegetarian food in another video because Jammu has a lot to offer in terms of vegetarian food as well, especially rajma chawal. Across India, the Jammu region is known for its rajma, these big, juicy kidney beans. And I've never tasted rajma like I have tasted here in Jammu. It comes out fresh. But let's check out the meat offerings here in the Jammu region. Yeah. अस्सलाम वालेकुम जी, आपका दुकान का नाम क्या है? ज़ैनब
होटल एंड रेस्टोरेंट।
अच्छा, खान वाज़वान ना?
खान वाज़वान।
और आप कहाँ से हैं?
हम यहीं से लोकल बदरवाह के रहने वाले।
बहुत अच्छा। And we've got the little kitchen here, and they're serving the food from here. And it's not lunchtime, we're out of the lunch hours, so it's just us here. Man, I have a feast here. Oh my God, let me show you these 3 dishes we have here. These are very unique and you'll only find it in the Jammu and Kashmir Union Territory. So first is rista. Look at this massive mutton meatball. Oh my God, this is like Italian meatballs, but way bigger and much more spicier. And we're gonna eat it with plain rice. And then we have, this is probably the most famous Kashmiri dish that has traveled the entire world. Everybody, all foreigners know what a Rogan Josh is. And this is Rogan Josh. It is mutton pieces with the bone on. And it's hard to explain the spice. Overseas, they tend to make it very, very spicy. But it's actually not that spicy when you come here to Jammu and Kashmir. Let me just try and let me get the flavor for you. Red chili, but a little bit tangy. Very hard to explain this. Not super hot. And then, this is a special dish. This is called yakni. And we have a mutton rib here. And you can see it's white. This is not malai. This is a kind of yogurt and ghee mixture. Yogurt and clarified butter. Look at that. And the flavor, it's so hard to describe these dishes. Oh, yum. Okay, easy. Sour yogurt. Tastes like sour yogurt, but very creamy sour yogurt flavor. You've got to try it to understand what I mean. So this is the rista that I'm pouring on here. Yum. Let's take a big piece of Rogan Josh. I'm gonna put some flavor on there first. Oh my God. Looks like a knee piece actually. And now the yakni. So when you come to Jammu and Kashmir, do make sure you go to a Wazwan restaurant, okay, and try this type of food. And Wazwan means it's the food that they eat at their weddings. And a Wazwan feast would be like around 20 different dishes. And I think it ends with the rista. And the rista at a marriage would be like quite a lot bigger, like this big. This rista is very, very thick and meaty. Amazing. Jammu rocks for food, guys. And we'll cover vegetarian next, don't worry. Allah Hafiz, Munabhai. So that was Munabhai, and yeah, really nice guy. He didn't want to take the money, but I'm like, no, you got to take it because I pay wherever I go. Sometimes they really won't let me, but I try to get them to take the money as much as I can because who am I to take something for free from these people? They're doing a good job. They should be rewarded for their work, hey na? Chalo, Munabhai told us to go and try this cake that's going to be melt in our mouth. It's a local delicacy. Let's go try that. So what we have here is what Munabhai just told us to come and eat. This is Aad Khaani. Aad Khaani. And it's flour, egg, desi ghee, clarified butter, and besan flour, I think he said. Let's see. Mazedar. Oh my God, so it is melt in the mouth, literally. It's not a cake. I mean, it looks like a cake, so that's why they've called it cake. It's actually a biscuit. But, oh my God. The closest thing I could liken it to is like a coconut cookie. It's just, it's yum, it's very yum. But no coconut in this, but it kind of tastes like it. It's delicious. One piece is 30 rupees though. This ain't gonna leave this street. It's very expensive. You guys might have noticed a lot of military and police presence during this video today, especially when we're riding around the main part of the city. It's not usually like this. The Jammu region has been militancy free for a long time, at least it's been declared that. And I've just entered the fort here. Wow, beautiful place. Anyway, back to that. There was so much police and so much army around because one of the government's ministers is visiting today, so that's why you saw what you saw. Otherwise, it's pretty relaxed and pretty chill. Assalamu alaikum. These are the locals. And look at where they're living. Absolute paradise. I've been to every state and every union territory here in India, and I can easily say Bhaderwah is one of the most serene and beautiful places I've ever been. Forget the entire country, in the entire world. And I don't even need to say that right because you guys can see this. This is incredible India. Jai Hind.
Stick around because in the next episode, I tried Jammu's most famous dish.